What's going on, FLX family? This is Ben, and today I'm here to make a very special announcement. We are ready to release the Gladiator 2.0. I'm super excited to give you guys a scoop, list out all the upgrades that are coming. But before I begin, I just want to let you know that here in San Diego, we're actually still waiting on the prototype to be sent to us. They currently did all the testing and that sort of thing, the riding in the factory, and we're just waiting on getting the actual prototype here so I can show you. But in the meantime, we did not want to delay. We wanted to show you guys what we're working with. So without further ado, let's go over the main upgrades for the Gladiator 2.0. First and foremost, one of the things that I am most excited about is the upgraded motor. It will now come with a Bafang M600 motor. Now, if you've been following the Gladiator previously, you may be asking yourself, well, hang on a second, Ben. The original Gladiator came with a 750 watt motor, and you're saying that the 500 watt motor is an upgrade? Yes, and here is why. The original Gladiator had a 750 watt hub motor. It is now going to come with a 500 watt mid motor. Now, there are a variety of advantages for the mid motor compared to a hub motor. One of the main advantages of this mid motor is that you can take mechanical advantage of the gears you are in. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you have a hub motor, regardless of whatever gear you're in, you get a constant rate of power to that tire, which propels you forward. So if you've ridden a hub motor bike before, you'll know that it's not super torquey when starting from 0 miles an hour to about 10 miles an hour. With a mid motor, because it actually provides power at the front of that chain ring, whatever your gear you're in, you're gonna get that power. So while it is a little bit less of a wattage output, the 750 to 500, if you're in the correct gear, you're actually gonna be able to get more torque and more performance out of that bike because you can pick and choose where and how that power is being applied. The second upgrade is a redesigned down tube. Now, before the Gladiator battery loaded from the top, now it's actually gonna load from the bottom in a more secure manner and in a way that I think looks really, really sharp. With that redesign, you're also gonna get a higher capacity battery, 840 watt hour battery. So this thing is gonna pack a punch. It now uses the same battery as the F5 Trail, which means with that 840 watt hours, you're gonna get longer rides. It also made the down tube a little bit beefier. It's a little bit wider because of all that added capacity. So that means it's really gonna complement those big fat tires and the overall, strong and aggressive look of the Gladiator itself. So that's something I'm really, really looking forward to as well. The third and final upgrade I wanted to mention is the colored LCD display. This thing looks great and accompanies the bike super well. It gives a load of information from speed to a trip counter, an overall odometer, battery life percentage, all the stuff you'll need while on a ride in a very clear and concise and colorful display. So now, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, we don't yet have the prototype. So this is a preliminary view for you guys to just look over and see what's coming. As soon as we get that prototype in, you can be sure we are going to post all kinds of content, as well as a more in-depth video on the differences between the Gladiator 1.0 and the 2.0. But for now, just know the main differences are a complete redesign of that frame and down tube to accept the larger battery, as well as that M600 mid motor, that 500 watt beast that's gonna allow you to customize that power output based on the gear you're in, and finally that new colored display. So those three things I'm super excited about, but we will have more to come, so stay tuned.